Welcome back to an episode of Power Rangers Lore. Today we're going to be talking about none other than the legendary, the kind-hearted, the great warrior, Waspicable. Yes, Waspicable is another one of those trendy villains who became a good guy in the end. Arguably, though, he was always a good guy. Now, who is Waspicable? Do you not know who this legendary hero is? Because you should. Now, he was first appeared in Power Rangers In Space. I've done it twice now, 2 videos in a row. Good job, me. So, he has shown up there in Power Rangers In Space. He is a kind-hearted wasp monster. Now, you first meet him when he's skipping through flowers and picking them up and smelling them and basically enjoying all of nature. Much like a bee would, but he's a wasp. Weird thing. But he looks more like a bee in my opinion, but they could say he's a wasp. And I'm like, okay, we'll go with a wasp for that. Now, he's immediately bullied by his, I think it's his brother or his cousin or some other family member, a member of the Hive, named Sting King. Now, Sting King looks definitely more like a wasp, while Waspicable looks more like a giant bumblebee. Now, Sting King basically says, "You are evil, stop doing this, evil people don't do that," and basically crushes the flowers and tells them to do evil things, and then basically stabs them in the butt with his stinger to make him shoot a massive blast of energy from his eyes that destroys a pile of rocks. So he goes, "Now do that to the Rangers." So he gets a little motivated there, Waspicable, and he goes, "You know what, I'm going to go and fight the Rangers. I can do this, I can take on a Ranger." And so the first person he attacks is none other than 3 people. So, Bulk and Skull and Professor, oh god, this name, Phenomenous, yes, the crazy alien professor, who is now the comedic act, and Bulk and Skull are the straight men in this group. He attacks them, mainly because they're in the wrong place at the right time. And so, he attacks them and basically scares the pants off them, quite literally. And Cassie sees a disturbance with Alpha, and she immediately goes by herself to fight them. Now, she goes and does battle, kind of like when she first appears, he goes, "Oh, cool, it's the Pink Ranger. Oh, it's the Pink Ranger, I'm gonna fight you." She was like, okay, whatever, fights him. She's quickly overpowered by him, because he's actually a pretty strong guy, and grabs her weapon and is about to destroy her with her own weapon, but then goes, "I just can't do it," and kind of like throws it at the ground and gets immediately attacked by the other Rangers who just arrived, not understanding like what's going down there. Now, Cassie kind of feels like, "You have a heart," and he goes, "Monsters don't have hearts." And eventually he leaves. Now, he would go periodically watching different moments. He would attack another group of people and scare an old man who kind of like almost has a heart attack, and he goes, kind of helps the old man get to the ground and goes like, "Oh man, I attacked an old man." And basically he leaves again and goes and looks at a birthday party and goes, "Oh, look, a birthday party. Maybe I have a heart." And then Ecliptor hears that and goes, "You don't have a heart. You're a monster." Blah, 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 blah. Stuff goes on. Eventually, Ecliptor convinces him to destroy the party. They do attack along with the minions of that. I forgot what they're called. Oh, the Kawanatrons. Attack the party. Cassie arrives and it gets captured, and basically Ecliptor goes, "You're gonna kill her or I will," and he glows his eyes and blasts the Quanatrons, releasing Cassie. That is when essentially they grab her again, lift her up, and Ecliptor is about to like cuts down I just had a complete blank there. Waspicable, that name though. Cuts down Waspicable. He's still alive and kind of hurt on the ground. He's about to strike when none other than Sting King and Astronema show up. Now, Sting King wants to be the one to kill Cassie since his family failed to do the job, and about to fire upon her where Waspinator, it's kind of the same thing. Waspicable jumps in the way, takes all the shots, which is a very powerful attack, mind you. It's like a machine gun, and he's just taking them all, and then tackles him. And essentially, the big battle fights. The Rangers fight him off. They go into space. Whatever. Sing King's fight goes on. But they basically, at the end of the episode, Waspicable helps get those balloons that the birthday girl lost. And basically goes, "Here you go. I know that they basically, he gets upset that Quanatrons release the balloons. They go, you don't need to do that. That's not like the evil that we want to go for, but apparently it is. So he redeems it, gives it to the things, and that's the last time we see about with them. Now, it's hinted that he basically left it and went out to be anywhere. Now, supposedly, there is, in the Machine Empire, there is a monster that looks like Waspicable, but I think it's probably just one of the million brothers he has, because it is a hive. And there is also seen a Waspicable seen in the Onyx Tavern later on in Heir to the Throne, which is, I believe, in the episode of Lost Galaxy. I'm just going to check really quick. And yes, it is. It's in Lost Galaxy episode. It's basically where they're all bidding for the Quasar Saber. Now, he's a really good-hearted creature. Immediately, he doesn't want to be evil, but he knows he can't be good either because his family would disown him. In the end, he does that. Now, for strengths and weaknesses and stuff like that, he's very durable, as we're going to be taking all those blasts and basically being jump kicked by Cassie and everybody else. He pops back up. He's able to basically, strength is flip her over and overpower her and send her flying with one measly headbutt. Now, he's a skilled fighter. He knows how to fly. He has eye blasts that are pretty big, and as usual with most of the monsters, he has teleportation. He turns into a giant little energy bee and just like flies away. And it's seen in the last scene, he's able to turn into an actual wasp when he wants to leave covertly. Now, his major arsenal is fists. He doesn't really have anything else besides his energy blasts. He usually just fought with his fists, and then he also stole her Statellite Stunner. That's the first time I think they're about to use their own weapon to kill another ranger. Besides, I think it's the only time there. Now, he's just a recolored version originally of Grumblebee from the old TV series, and that's basically it. Now, it's more likely that he was not destroyed by the Zordon energy wave, and I hope we see him in the comics as time goes on. A little quick fact, you could have bought his entire costume from the ABC auction for only $440. I think that's the cheapest cosplay I've ever seen in my entire life. So, that is Waspicable. Now, I hope you guys really enjoyed Waspicable. I liked researching him. I completely forgot about who he was. And I want to thank my good friend Digimon Joe for telling me about him and bringing it back up. Because I remembered him, but I didn't remember him. As soon as he mentioned him, I'm going, oh, that guy. So that made me laugh hardcore. Thank you guys. You guys have a good one. And may the power protect you always. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe at the end of this video. All your likes help me out, and all your watchers do too. Thank you very much, guys. I really like to discuss with you guys what your topics are. May the power protect you always.